What's up, podcast listeners and YouTube watchers? I'm Chase Lee, the co-host of the Real Me and Colin a Movie podcast and a contributing reviewer on DallasMovieScreenings.com. And I got another movie to review for you guys, and that would be Storm Boy. Now, this one comes from Good Deed Entertainment, and it's directed by Sean Seat, and it stars Jeffrey Rush as Mike Kingley. And, he's older in his life. He has a business, and he's starting to realize that, his days might be numbered in life, and so he starts seeing images of his past when he was a little boy and, hanging out with his dad and hanging out with pelicans that he finds on the beach and stuff. And so he kind of reminisces through his life to his granddaughter, who is, kind of like advocating for him to kind of stop what he's doing because his business is going to be doing some climate stuff that, she doesn't really agree with. And, she's just like, you got to stop this. And her dad, kind of runs that business now. Jeffrey Rush's character is kind of more hands off, just kind of hand the reins over, but he's having some of these kind of flashbacks of his childhood and how he kind of took care of pelicans that he found on the beach and really kind of struck a friendship with them. And so, going into this movie, I had no idea what it was. And, I live in the U.S. and we are the last people to get this movie, which is great. I love when people from around the world can watch a movie. We get it last, and we're all talking like, "Yeah, I just discovered this," and people are just like, "It's been out for months, you idiot." So this one is from Screen Australia, so it definitely got distributed everywhere else, and we're the last people to get it. And so I didn't see a trailer for it. I just kind of jumped in blind because I trusted the PR people for Good Deed because I love To Dust, one of my favorites of the year so far. So I was like, you know what? They surprised me with that one. So I'm going to go ahead and give them a shot with Storm Boy. Now, this is based on a book and also based on a older film from 75, I believe, 1975. And so, I'm just going to talk about it as the remake. I have not seen the original or read the book, so I apologize if I get stuff wrong here and there. I'm just going to give you my thoughts on it. So, I liked it. It was a solid little family drama. It reminded me a lot of when I watched My Dog Skip as a young little boy, where it kind of had the elements of like, this older person kind of talking about their childhood and how they took care of an animal and they had this friendship over. A lot of stuff happened. Maybe the town didn't really care for the animal and all that stuff. It kind of felt like that movie, and there's nothing wrong with that because I like that movie. So, Storm Boy, like I said, Jeffrey Rush is kind of reminiscing on his childhood, tells his granddaughter about everything. His younger self is played by Finn Little, and the dad is actually played by Jai Courtney, as we all know over here in the States, is the Good Day to Die Hard guy and Suicide Squad detective, Dr. Mr. Boomerang. I forgot his name. Anyways, or Captain Boomerang. Dr. Boomerang. All right, so I got to tell you, the combo of Jai Courtney and Finn Little was wonderful. This kid has a future. It said introducing Finn Little. This was his first movie. He was phenomenal in this. I was like, this is the type of child acting I can get behind and be like, this was great. This wasn't just a handed over little performance. We didn't really feel sorry for the kid because he's a kid. He was a genuinely great actor. So many emotions in his face. With him living on the beach with his dad, not really having that many friends, and finding these pelicans and kind of raising them from birth and being the father figure this pelicans needed. It was so touching and just so heartfelt to watch this, bond that he struck with these birds over this, course of time. And, when you have any pet, or when anyone in life, you have to let them go at certain points. And it was just really heart-wrenching to watch because he had to do that a few times in the movie. And it was such a great performance. So good. Finn Little, look out for that guy. And then Jai Courtney is the dad. Wonderful. He's a great actor. I've been saying this for years. But he just picks bad movies. This is not one of them. When he fits into these type of roles, he played a father figure. He had a great bond with this kid. Like, he felt like a genuine dad. And it's like, wow, Jai Courtney, when you have all these bad decisions coming out early in your career, and then you do surprising stuff like this, people are just like, wow, he's such a great actor. He's always been good. He just needed to pick the right roles. He was great in this. Jeffrey Rush, also great. Supporting cast, fantastic. They really sell the emotion of having this relationship with this bird, because this could have gone like super silly or just super corny so fast and so quick. But you have all these actors that are committed to this story. And it could have been something else other than a bird, and it would have been just as powerful, because it's all about the bond that you have with an animal, and the kind of that strong bond that you think you might have with like some people in life, but it actually translates better to animals. And it's because animals, they do feel a lot more, and there's a lot of emotions going through their heads as well, and they will look at you as this really great like figure in their lives. And it's really kind of touching stuff, because we've all been there. We've all owned pets. We've all owned pets that we've had to eventually let go because they've passed on or something bad happened to them. And I shed a tear a little bit, because it's the type of story that we can all relate to. Even though not many of us grew up with pelicans, I think the thematic stuff that between a boy and his dog, between any child and their pet, it's all something we can relate to. And I thought that's where the emotional pulls were coming from, was when Jeffrey Rush was telling his granddaughter about the past. It was really great stuff. It's a sleek looking movie. It's a brisk movie. It flies by at a little under hour and 40 minutes. It's a really just wonderful watch. And of course it has some great sub themes going on with like, us humans and how we're damaging this climate and this earth and all that stuff. And then of course, on the flip side of having this wonderful man, Mike Kingley, he was really this great caretaker of these animals, and like he just had this like newfound love for the earth and just animals. And I thought that was kind of really great. And he took it into a company, tried to make some good, and then people came in and made it bad and stuff. And that happens. And you have to stand up for what you believe in. This was a gentleman that believed in animal rights and sanctuaries for animals, and just really doing good on this earth. And it's just a really great message for kids. It's a great message for families. This is a great family movie. It's a movie that you can take your family to. It is very emotional in some spots. Very, I would say, kind of hard on for a child to process. But I think it does it in a graceful way, to where it's not overbearing. It's not like in your face, and it's just really annoying. It's just kind of like, this is life. This is what happens. And taking your family to this, I think it's really great entertainment. It's got a lot of heart to it. It's kind of funny in some spots. It's got a great message. And I think even though it shows some of the harder stuff that we go through in life, it's still kind of this beautiful, poetic story about a boy and his pelican. And I never thought I'd say that. But this was a really nice little watch. There's really nothing wrong with the movie, but I enjoyed it. It's a nice looking little movie. Great acting. Just a story that we can all kind of grasp on. And I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give Storm Boy a B. This remake, because it is a remake. So let me know down below what you thought of this movie, or have you even heard of it? Please let me know all about the book it's based on, or even the movie that it's based off as well. Like, let me know all that down below, because I would like to check it out if I can. But thank you, Good D, for sending this on over. It was a great little watch. So let me know down below what you think of Storm Boy, and that will do it for this review, guys. I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.